Welcome to SpeakBright English, your daily place to learn English and feel inspired. Story: The Boy Who Had No Confidence. Level Beginner Intermediate. Bot reading time, 20-25 minutes. Welcome to SpeakBright English. Today, we have a powerful and emotional story for you. So sit comfortably, listen carefully, and let these words stay in your heart. Our story begins with a boy named Mason. Mason was 22 years old. He lived in Seattle. Mason was quiet. Very quiet, not because he hated people, because he lacked confidence. Whenever people spoke English confidently, Mason became nervous immediately. He always thought, what if I sound stupid? Every evening, Mason attended online English classes. The teacher often asked students questions, but Mason never answered. His microphone stayed muted, always, even when he knew the answer. Fear controlled him, deep fear. One night, Mason watched fluent English speakers online. Perfect pronunciation, perfect confidence, perfect conversations. And slowly, he started hating his own voice. He whispered quietly, I will never speak like them. One rainy afternoon, Mason entered a small coffee shop. The cashier asked a simple question in English. What would you like to order? Mason panicked. His mind became blank. Even simple words disappeared. After leaving the shop, he felt embarrassed all day. That night, Mason sat alone in his dark room. Rain hit the window softly. The city lights looked distant. And honestly, he felt tired of being afraid. Very tired. While scrolling online, Mason found a simple English motivation video. The speaker said, confidence is built through repetition, not magic. That sentence stayed in Mason's mind, deeply. The next morning, Mason tried something uncomfortable. He spoke English alone in front of a mirror. Only 2 minutes. Very simple sentences. But honestly, it felt terrifying. Still, he continued. Every day, Mason practiced speaking English. Morning, night, again and again. Sometimes he sounded terrible. Sometimes he made basic mistakes. But slowly, his fear became smaller. One evening, Mason started recording his voice daily. At first, he hated listening to himself. His pronunciation sounded strange, weak, unnatural. But week after week, he noticed improvement. Tiny improvement, real improvement. Some days, Mason felt hopeless again. Very hopeless. He compared himself to others constantly, and comparison destroyed his confidence. But slowly, he learned an important lesson. Comparison steals joy. Progress creates confidence. Months passed. Mason's daily life changed completely. Wake up early. Practice English listening. Read books aloud. Speak in front of the mirror. Less scrolling, more learning. And slowly, his mind became calmer. One afternoon, a tourist stopped Mason on the street. He asked for directions in English. Mason answered confidently, not perfectly, but clearly. The tourist smiled and thanked him. That tiny moment changed Mason's entire day. One evening, Mason practiced speaking English at home. His younger sister listened quietly. Then suddenly she smiled and said, wow, your English sounds really good now. Mason became silent, because nobody had ever said that before. But growth is never perfect. One difficult week, Mason lost confidence again. He made mistakes during an online conversation, and embarrassment returned immediately. Old fears returned too, but this time he refused to quit. That night, Mason realized something powerful. Fluent people also make mistakes. The difference is they continue speaking anyway, and suddenly his fear started losing power. Months later, Mason applied for an international remote job. The interview would be completely in English. Old Mason would run away, but new Mason prepared seriously. Every single day, the interview day arrived. Mason's hands were shaking slightly. His heart beat fast. But when the interview started, he stayed calm. Sentence by sentence, answer by answer. He spoke confidently, clearly, naturally. 3 days later, Mason opened his email nervously. Then suddenly, he saw the message. Congratulations. You got the job. Mason stared silently at the screen. He almost could not believe it. 1 year later, Mason looked completely different. Not because life became perfect, because he changed. Now he spoke English daily, worked internationally, and most importantly, he believed in himself. Today, I want you to remember something important. Confidence is not something people are born with, Confidence is practiced, built slowly, day by day, mistake by mistake. So please, do not stay silent forever. Your voice matters. Your future matters. And your English can improve. One brave sentence at a time. The message from SpeakBright English. Fear disappears when action becomes stronger. Do not wait to feel confident first. Start now. Confidence will follow later. Keep practicing. Keep speaking. And never stop growing. Thank you for listening to SpeakBright English. If this story inspired you, share it with one friend, because good things are meant to be shared. See you in the next story. Keep learning. Keep growing.